I'm Trent Gazzaway, and I'm the National Managing Partner of Professional Standards for Grant Thornton. We're kind of at the linchpin of the capital markets. By being at the center of it, we learn more about how businesses operate than just about anybody else in the professional world, because we see the raw materials that make businesses successful, and we also see the raw materials sometimes that make businesses unsuccessful. That information that we are helping to provide assurance on is really important to the businesses. As I said earlier, businesses use that information to make decisions, banks are using that information to make credit decisions, and investors are using that information to make investment decisions. And to be able to be a part of helping to pull all that information together and learn what you learn about business means that you can catapult yourself from the accounting world into the business world just about any place you want to go. When I got out of school and I went into public accounting, I thought I was going to be in public accounting for 2 to 3 years. The reason I thought that is because I thought, well, I want to learn as much as I can about as many different industries, because I didn't know which industry I wanted to go in. Did I want to do banking or financial analysis or healthcare or manufacturing, or I didn't know where I wanted to go. And accounting gave me the opportunity to sample all of them. It's been a continual learning exercise for me. I've never stopped learning in this business, and I don't think I ever will. There's always more to learn. The core of accounting is actually understanding how that information comes together to tell a story. When you get really good at reading financial information and understanding the nuts and bolts of accounting, which is how that financial information comes together, you can read a set of financial statements and it's almost like a music score. You can understand how that business operates. The MAC degree helps you learn how to read that sheet of music, how to look at those financial statements and start to discern whether or not things are working the way they should, or maybe there's some opportunity for improvement. Today, what we really want is we want well-rounded students coming out of school. What I want is somebody who's inquisitive, who's questioning, who's interested in learning. And if I can get a student like that, then we can take them and put them in client situations and put them in different training courses and teach them all of the details that they need to learn. But having these varied backgrounds, whether it's chemistry or English or history or business or economics or statistics, all of those things are valuable when you come into an accounting firm, because what we need is that well-rounded. We need somebody that knows how to learn. If you know how to learn, you can be successful in this business. When I'm interviewing somebody, is that connection, somebody that can make eye contact with me, that can make a point, be confident in making that point, but not be cocky and aggressive in making that point. You want to be right, but you also want to be a listener. And I see that more in Carolina students than I do in a lot of other places. I think what differentiates UNC students from what I see in a lot of other places is that ability to communicate, to make a connection with the person that you're talking to, and be able to not only convey a message, but also receive a message and listen in return. And that is incredibly important in our business.